Hi guys, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time to the channel, we're talking about credit cards, points, finances, and travel. If this is something that interests you, please like this video, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I will get back to you as soon as I can. Guys, every like, every subscribe really does help, and it really gives me strength to continue making these videos. Thank you so much. The two main competitors in the points and travel market are the Chase and the American Express ecosystems. Chase, we did already a video on them, is a much more straightforward program. You start basically with either a business or personal. I think it's more easy to apply for a non-annual fee personal credit card, establish that relationship, and then get a couple, continue onto the business side, because if you don't know, Chase has the 524 rule. You always have to start with Chase. This way, those business credit cards don't account to that 524 rule. So practically you can end the year with 8 credit cards. American Express is very different. With American Express, there's no limits of how many credit cards you can get. They won't even check of how many credit cards you got before. So they don't care. They will just approve you for anything as long as you have a good credit score, you're good to go. Now with a higher, more expensive credit cards, you might need an income. I hear about $50,000 at minimum, but again, I don't have any proof for that. This is rumors and articles that I read. The American Express points also are very tricky to calculate. For sure, we know that American Express points are not to be used as cash or statement credits. They are the second worst value after city, but for value over travel, that's a different story. I tend to get 1.5 for the cheap flights I'm trying to get. I usually fly coach. So if you fly coach, you're gonna get about 1.5, and this is the value that you will see to the presentation in a few minutes. So yeah, you have to really take into consideration what kind of traveler you are. Now, as my finances getting better, I am trying to have more the experience, not only to save money, but really get some of that luxury feeling. And this is where the platinum comes in handy. It gives you all the access in the lounges. When you travel, it gives you a bunch of credits. So really, it pays for itself in the end if you're a traveler. Without any further ado, let's jump to the presentation and see what the right strategy for people new to American Express looks like. So American Express for newbies. Guys, it doesn't look anything like Chase. Instead of starting with the lowest tier credit cards, we're gonna start with the highest. Platinum should always be your number one, because platinum in the end of the day is the one that offers the most value. We're talking about travel credit cards here, so this is where you get all the value. On top of that, if you're watching this video after 2021, in 2021 we were blessed with American Express just throwing points on our face, but typically you're not getting 100,000 point sign-up bonus with the platinum if you're an established American Express customer. Always start with the platinum. That's the best way to continue getting that 100,000 point sign-up bonus in the future. It's not always out, but when it is, it's typically for new customers. So yeah, we start with the luxury card here, and right now, as of April 2021, it has 10x on gas, 10x on groceries for the first 6 months, up to $15,000. Guys, amazing values here. The budget I am allocating for each of these credit cards is just enough to hit the sign-up bonus while maximizing the multipliers. So in this case, I'm using the 10x for the $5,000 in the first 6 months, and you should get 50,000 points. Plus 100,000 points, 150 minimum. You can take this all the way to 250 total, but that's up to your spending. I think I can go anywhere between 200 and 250. But yeah, 50,000 minimum. The ROI is incredible, 45% on travel. Now, after the heavy duty annual fee, it's only 34%. In the gold card, we will see that to hit the minimum spend of 75,000 points, and that's a historic record. In 6 months, we're gonna get another 16,000 points. So the total here is 91,000 points on the gold. Amazing value again. 34% for travel, 27.8 after the annual fee. And the joker here is the green card. The green card, guys, the green card, depending on your spending, might end up replacing your platinum. Why do I say that? If you just travel locally or you do road trips or things like that and you don't go to the airports, why would you get the platinum? You can get the green and you get 3x on travel, restaurants, and transit. And the transit part is the important here because it includes tolls, parking, everything, buses, taxis, everything is in here. So it's basically like the travel credit that Chase has. And only for $150 annual fee. I say only, I mean, you know, we're talking Amex here. Everything is expensive. And that is reflected on the ROI. I mean, you can see that it's better than the gold. So yeah, incredible. 45,000 points after only 2,000 spent. It hasn't gotten so much love, I feel like, and it's really a worthy credit card. The total value for the first year out of these 3 credit cards, if you get all 3, would be $802 towards cash and $3,430 for travel. And this is after you pay the annual fee. So this is clean money in your pocket, guys. The second half of the year, I would focus on trying to maximize first and supplement all the other credit cards that we talked earlier. And the Business Plus is the best card for that. It's 2x on everything. It doesn't have a sign-up bonus, it doesn't have any perks. It's a 2x credit card, plain and simple. But this covers a lot of gaps. Like if you only have the platinum and you try to use it for everyday expenses, it's only 1x. This is 2 with no annual fee, so it's a no-brainer. Then American Express has the best hotel credit cards in my humble opinion. Now we follow the same trend. The more money you spend, the better value you get. And this is true for these hotel credit cards. You can get the cheaper version of these in Chase, but you won't get all these benefits. So on the Hilton Aspire, you can see, guys, that we're talking lots of points, airline credits, Hilton Resort credit, Priority Pass, Diamond status, that's the highest tier. You're almost guaranteed to get an upgrade and free breakfast, especially if you go out of country. The annual weekend certificate that it offers is for any location. There's only like a list of 20, 30 places that you cannot go, but they have thousands of locations. So practically you can go anywhere. And this value is at least $400. It might be cases that it's much more, so it covers the annual fee easily, this alone. It's a keeper card. It pays you every year after year. You're getting paid to have this credit card, and it's certainly on my list for next year. This year I'm shooting for the Business Plus, and I'm done for the year. The Marriott Bonvoy card is a credit card that typically I'm not really crazy about. First of all, I find that the value of the points, especially for the international locations I'm looking, is not that great. So $120,000 I checked for my trip in Costa Rica, it would be one night. It's much better to pay out of pocket. It's like $400 a night. I much rather pay that than spend 120,000 of points. $1,000 value for that night. doesn't make sense. But if you travel locally or in a less high-end Marriott, locations, you're gonna get a good value out of it. $300 annual credit for Marriott hotels, so immediately your effective annual fee drops from $450 to $350, and especially at this time, April 2021, $200 statement credits when you go to restaurants. So you're gonna be going to restaurants, and up to hit the $200 mark on restaurants, you're gonna be eating for free. I find that to be very useful. And if you add these two credits, we're talking $500. So this annual fee, it goes directly to positive. So you're gonna get $50 to have this credit card. Plus you have the opportunity to get the sign-up bonus, and it offers an annual certificate on your anniversary, up to 50,000 points, and that is a pretty decent hotel. It's about $400 value. Excellent credit card, not as good as the Hilton though. The value from these two credit cards is $1,124, and I will say this again, when I'm talking about the value here, is only the points that you're getting from spending and the sign-up bonus. I'm not considering any of the benefits, any of the credits. So these numbers are much higher if you really plan to use them for travel. Last, for your first year or early second year, depending how you do it. But for right now, the best credit card that you can get to have the complete package is the Gold Delta. This Delta typically is very vanilla. I don't really like it, but for 70,000 sign-up bonus after $2,000 spent in 3 months, I find it to be an excellent value, especially because it doesn't charge any annual fee for the first year. So at least for the first year, it's a no-brainer. 70,000 points, no annual fee, 32.4 ROI, $648 towards travel. That's a nice ticket somewhere in Latin America, or a pretty decent flight within the United States. For the second year, we're getting rid of some credit cards. It doesn't make sense to keep the green and the platinum, in my opinion, unless you really are big into traveling. If you're a salesman or saleswoman and you're getting out there all the time, it doesn't worth it. You're either gonna get the platinum or you're gonna get the green. And if you're an air traveler, you're gonna get the platinum. If you travel by car, the green makes more sense. The gold is a gold standard. It's gonna have to stay because it pays for groceries and restaurants. The business plus is gonna stay there forever. 2x on everything. It's an amazing credit card. No annual fee, and it helps bring the average higher than it would be. Now, the ROI is terrible, but again, we're talking only $12,000 spent on these credit cards, which is less than what I spend. But I want to assume that, not everybody spends what I spend, but other people spend much more. So if you spend 2-3 times this, it's gonna go to positive immediately. And I have to say that, again, for these numbers, I do not account for any credits. So if you start taking into consideration the credits, guys, it's gonna go to positive so easily. So American Express does make a lot of sense. You just need to know how to use these points and the credits. And also for the second year, I believe that the only credit card that is worthy to keep is the Hilton Aspire. This, guys, it pays for itself. You don't need to spend anything on it. Just from the annual certificate, just from the diamond status. I mean, this is a dream card. I don't know how this is legal. I don't know how this is legal, honestly. It's crazy. So yeah, you're gonna go down to 4 credit cards. You're gonna have an annual fee of what is it? $1,250. But you're gonna get a lot of value back. Okay, so you see why American Express is so different than Chase. Not only the product is much different, but you need to know what kind of traveler you are. If you're looking for experience, there's no better system than American Express. You're always gonna get better experience than Chase. I love Chase. It's straightforward. It's easy to use. There is a path that you need to follow when you sign up for their credit cards, and that gives some structure. American Express is all over the place. You can start with your own credit card. Let's say you start with the non-annual fee blue cash like I did, and then you're not getting good offers for your platinum or your gold. That is not the case for 2021, but in the future I think they will go back to their old habits and it will be tough. So like, you need to start with the expensive credit cards. Which one has the best bonus at the time? Because you're only gonna get these bonuses once in a lifetime, guys. So it's important to get the $100,000 sign-up bonus for the platinum, or $70,000 for the gold, or $45,000 for the green, because you're never gonna be able to apply and get a sign-up bonus again. American Express has become my favorite go-to card. The only downside with it is that it's not accepted so much internationally. I found myself having to pay school tuition. My school is in the UK, so I have to pay with my Visa credit card, so I use Chase. I had to pay the health insurance for my trip in Costa Rica. They were not accepting American Express. And I know that once I go overseas, these credit cards are gonna take the back seat, and I'm gonna have the Chase to pay for everything. I hope I can use it a lot. I will keep you posted on that. But yeah, I love American Express for everything that it offers. I said it before. To me, American Express is like a club. You basically pay an annual fee to join the club, and you can enjoy the lounges, you can enjoy the experiences, you get different treatment, you go to hotels, you have status, you go to car rentals, you have status. So it really elevates the whole experience. So that's where the value is. If that's where you are, you should go for American Express. But before you jump on it, make sure that you're done with Chase. You don't want to miss the 524. And once you're done with Chase, then you move to American Express. American Express is for later in the game. You have to have some experience with points. You need to be a traveler, and you need to be able to pay the high annual fees and do a lot of spending on these credit cards to get value. Let me know what you guys think. How do you like American Express? Which one is your favorite, Chase or American Express? Please like, subscribe, guys. It really does help. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. Until the next one, ciao.